It's going to be a jump. Now here it looked like a jump. There, this looks like a foul to me.
What if I told you that the WNBA, a league that should be celebrating some of the most skilled athletes on the planet, is struggling because of one thing? No, it's not a lack of talent or fan support, it's the officiating. This one issue has become so glaring that it's now a crisis threatening to ruin the integrity of the league. From missed calls to blatant neglect, the level of incompetence has reached new heights. And it's not just the fans noticing, even the players are done staying silent. In today's video, we dive deep into the controversy surrounding the WNBA's officiating, focusing on the game between the Indiana Fever and the Seattle Storm. But this isn't just another missed call. No, this is something much bigger, something that's been festering for years and finally boiled over. It was a moment that should have had the referee blowing his whistle immediately. Sophie Cunningham, the Indiana Fever's most clutch player, had just grabbed a rebound. But before she could even take a breath, she was thrown to the ground like a rag doll. And what did the ref do? Absolutely nothing. He stood there, a front row spectator at what could only be described as a complete assault on the court. The ref was so close, it was almost unbelievable. His view of the incident was crystal clear, yet no call, no foul, no stoppage. Just Sophie Cunningham lying on the floor with no protection from the officials. You'd think someone would step in to protect the players, right? After all, this is a professional game, not a backyard brawl. But no, the official just watched, as if nothing was happening. And that's when Caitlain Clark, who was stuck on the bench for the 7th game in a row due to her persistent groin injury, had enough. She couldn't stay quiet anymore. After all, she's one of the brightest stars in the WNBA, and she wasn't about to let this slip through the cracks. You were right in front of her. Why did you change your mind? Caitlain's voice echoed across the arena, and every basketball fan watching had to feel the same frustration. It wasn't just an error, it was an utter disgrace. The whole arena felt the tension, but more importantly, fans across the league had to be asking the same question: why are the refs allowed to get away with this? This wasn't just a one-time mistake. No, this was a textbook example of the many issues that plague the WNBA's officiating. Missed calls, inconsistent whistles, and a general disregard for player safety. This is becoming the norm, and it's getting worse by the day. Across the league, players have been speaking out about the refereeing inconsistencies. Coaches, fans, and even analysts are all on the same page. The WNBA's officiating is a mess. The frustration is palpable. But what are the officials doing to fix it? Absolutely nothing. The lack of accountability is staggering. One thing is clear, there's a severe lack of consistency. On the court, it's not about the skill of the players anymore, it's about which team is being punished by the refs that night. You'll see one team get hit with foul after foul, while the other team gets away with blatant violations. It's not fair, and it's killing the flow of the game. Caitlain Clark isn't the only one who's had enough. Players like Kelsey Plum and Becky Hammond have been vocal about the refereeing issues too. Kelsey, a player who's been through it all, had one of her worst games in recent memory, with scratches all over her body from playing physical basketball, and yet barely any fouls were called against the other team. Caitlain Clark's outburst was just the tip of the iceberg. It was a wake-up call to everyone who's been paying attention. The officiating in the WNBA is becoming a joke, and fans, players, and coaches alike are fed up. The problem with the officiating isn't just a small issue, it's becoming a defining crisis of the WNBA season. And it's not just Indiana Fever fans who are sounding the alarm. Players from all teams, from all across the league, are raising their voices about the lack of control over physicality and the blatant fouls being ignored. The WNBA's top stars have all been affected by this. Caitlain Clark, Kelsey Plum, and even Becky Hammond have all faced rough plays that went uncalled. And when the league's biggest stars are being treated like this, it's a problem that goes far beyond one game or one missed call. It's about the culture of officiating in the entire league. Fans aren't happy either. If the WNBA wants to grow its audience, the product has to be solid. But with constant missed calls and referees who can't even get simple calls right, the league's credibility is on the line. This issue isn't just about missed calls, it's about the safety of the players. With so much physicality going unpunished, it's no wonder players are getting hurt. Caitlain Clark, one of the brightest young talents in the WNBA, is sitting on the sidelines because of this very problem. How long before more players suffer the same fate? But amidst the chaos, one player continues to rise above it all: Sophie Cunningham. In the absence of Caitlain Clark, Sophie has been nothing short of a hero for the Indiana Fever. She's delivered clutch performance after clutch performance, making sure her team stays competitive even in the most trying of times. Just look at her performance in the game against the Seattle Storm. She was the only player on the Fever to hit a three-pointer that night, making 4 of 5 from beyond the arc and finishing with 17 points on 5 of 6 shooting. That's the kind of player you want in a clutch situation, someone who's not afraid of the moment. And it's not a fluke. She's been on a tear lately. Her confidence has skyrocketed ever since her viral moment backing up Caitlain Clark in a brawl with the Connecticut Sun. Sophie gained hundreds of thousands of followers on social media, and her jersey sales skyrocketed. She's become a sensation, but more importantly, she's embraced the spotlight and proven she can handle the pressure. Sophie is the real deal. But despite her heroics, the game almost slipped away from the Fever. This is the problem with the Indiana Fever. They just can't seem to finish games, especially when they have a big lead. They nearly blew a 12-point fourth-quarter lead against the Seattle Storm, and this wasn't the first time. They've done this over and over again. It's like a broken record. This game wasn't just about Sophie Cunningham's stellar performance. It was about the Indiana Fever's inability to close out games. The Fever have a chronic issue with finishing games, and it almost cost them again. In the third quarter, Indiana was cruising, up by 13 points. Sophie Cunningham was firing on all cylinders, and everything seemed to be going right. But then, as usual, the wheels started to fall off. Seattle went on a 10-2 run, cutting the lead down to just 4. It's as if the Fever have a mental block when it comes to closing games. They let the Storm back into the game, and it was only thanks to some late-game heroics from Aaliyah Boston that they were able to pull out the win. Aaliyah Boston's resurgence has been crucial for the Fever during this stretch. She's been playing dominant basketball in the paint, racking up double-doubles and giving Indiana a much-needed spark when everything else seems to be falling apart. She's the anchor they need when the offense is struggling, and her defense has been a key part of the Fever's success. But even Boston's brilliance wasn't enough to prevent the Fever from almost blowing another game. They've got to fix their fourth-quarter issues if they want to be a serious contender. With the playoffs fast approaching, the Indiana Fever's playoff position is on the line. They've been playing without Caitlain Clark for several games, and yet they've managed to stay afloat. Their 5-game win streak without Clark is a testament to their depth and resilience. But now, the real question is, can they keep this up? The Fever need to continue their strong play if they want to secure a playoff spot, but they can't do it alone. They need better officiating, they need consistency, and they need to stay healthy. With Caitlain Clark likely returning soon, the team will need to keep playing at a high level to make sure they don't fall into another fourth-quarter collapse. The road to the playoffs is going to be a tough one for the Fever, but if they can keep up their strong play, there's no reason why they can't go deep in the postseason. But first, they need to make sure they're not fighting against bad calls as well as their opponents. The officiating crisis in the WNBA no longer can be ignored. It's a problem that's threatening the integrity of the league, and it's one that needs to be addressed immediately. Fans are frustrated, players are frustrated, and coaches are frustrated. If the WNBA wants to continue to grow and become a true powerhouse in women's sports, they need to fix this problem. It's not just about winning or losing anymore, it's about ensuring the safety of the players and the fairness of the game. So if you're as fed up as the rest of us, drop a spicy Sophie in the comments. Let's make sure the league knows we won't stand for this kind of officiating any longer. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the next big story in the WNBA. The season is far from over, and we'll be here covering it all.